We didn't have much of a chance to see each other. Sometimes it seemed that the crash that had torn the whole country apart was going to do the same to our great love affair. She was dancing at the Palace Ballroom, and I was traveling over the country, all the way up from Tijuana to Alaskans' frozen oil fields. But whenever I sang this song, I dedicated it to her, in the hope that time and distance had not killed our love.
There's no one else who could take your place. You make me what I am. You build me up. You tear me apart. Oh, wow! I go for you. Maybe I'll get lucky and see you in the streets. Maybe you'll walk right by me, and that'll be okay too. 'Cause you see, I'll always go. I'll always go. I'll always go for you.
As it happened, my taking to the road proved an act of prophetic foresight.
If it hadn't been for my itinerant lifestyle, I too would have been drafted and quite possibly not have lived to tell about it. Sheila, though, made a career out of the war. A deep sense of patriotism prevented me from even feeling a pang of jealousy. As always, her biggest fan, I willingly shared her with the troops.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I, of course, replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said, someday you will find all who love are blind. When your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes. So I shut them and I gaily laughed to think that they could doubt my love. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without my love. Now laughing friends deride tears I cannot hide. So I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes.
Thank you. Thanks.
Sheila. It didn't take long before we teamed up again. To her, I was what Professor Higgins was to Mary Poppins, Oscar Wilde to Dorian Gray. Soon we were drinking from the same fountain of immortality as the movie Gods and Goddesses. While leading the double life of ordinary mortals, we were feeding the public with their hopes and aspirations,
to overcome their pitiful fate as humans.
The wars of the world packed them in at the box office, and all the hurt and suffering that modern man seemed to increasingly inflict upon himself was rehearsed, staged, and reenacted by us, dream mongers.
Rape, murder, genocide. Death sold like hotcakes, and life imitated a corrupt and degenerate art, fashioned by us with all the glamour we could muster. Life, bigger than life. I'd rather pay the price than settle for a smaller size. Love, gonna find me a wife who can bear me a child a whole lot bigger than life. Death, if that's what it takes to be bigger than life, then I would rather die. Space, once a giant step for mankind until something bigger came to mind. Life goes on, lickety-tick. Love, never not lovesick. Death, forever lost in the nick of time. Space, stripped like an old gold mine. Anxiety, the hidden fear of Earthlings wondering why they're still here. Society, the means by which man fights anarchy. Humanity, a mutant breed, propelled by wonder and by greed. It is my dubious privilege to confirm the fact that man never invented anything that he didn't eventually put to use. One day the world that I had hoped to be the playground for the likes of myself and my offspring went kaboom. But what is a man still alive to do but look himself in the tearful eye and wonder where he got the power for so many things to go wrong? Come on, you sons of bitches. I'll live forever.
As early as May 1982, a contingency plan for a major nuclear incident was printed in the country's newspapers. It was the Noah's Ark theory, calling for immediate evacuation of the young, fit, and useful in the face of a threatening nuclear attack. When the blast finally occurred, the elderly, the infirm, the unskilled, and the unessential, all these poor souls ended up buried. But not even the chosen few had completely escaped the nuclear fallout. We had people from civil defense and paramedics in our shelter. There was food, water, and sanitation. Yet deep down we knew that not even the elite would survive. Upstairs was a makeshift hospital run by Al, the head paramedic, who was always zealously tending to his patients, such as Mike, who had no symptoms whatsoever, but was considered severely ill nonetheless. A man who called himself El Duce, and his woman, Marisol. A shell-shocked youth who suffered from amnesia.